want to say all praises and honor to Yahweh, Barashem Yahushai, Barashem Rakah, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers out there push the truth in our sincerity and in our honesty. This is a brother from James, I'm Jamaica Camp. I'm Yashamai.
Ashar. I war.
Sapal.
Zakala.
And Dawbar.
You know, and today we want on my video, you know, on woman of basically a nation, you know, mainly so-called black woman. You see, because, you know, so-called black woman are there, the head for the rest of the tribe there, you know. And right now, in the society now, you know, this whole feminist movement, so Esau basically been pushing over the years, really and truly, the time we're living in right now, they're on our high level, and to destroy the woman of our nation, versa. You see, me even going back to during the time of slavery, because y'all start from this, you know, with the whole Willie Lynch thing. You know, put the female slave against the male slave. So now we have a woman in our nation now. You see, a lot of women in our nation, you see, especially younger girls, them now, them growing up, you know, without a father now. So mother, the one that's supposed to, in this case now, supposed to be play the father role and the mother role. Single parents, a broken home basically. And now you have the woman, the young girl, and now they do all different type of madness here, because that's the harder amongst the family structure no more. You see me, and they all go back to the curse, you know, at the Heavenly Father. You see, before we get there, I'm going to scripture for me, brother. Deuteronomy 28, I think of 54.
The man that we can check it that the wickedness upon all among people, man. Even among majority of the men them too. Only for wickedness are one.
Gone.
Alright, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Meaning basically people, we're talking about so-called Negroes, Latinos, you know, and Native American Indian. Which are the true biblical Israelites today. So when scripture says to us, it's a part of the curse to the Heavenly Father, you know, put upon us as a nation. So the man that is tender and delicate among you, go on.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. You see, because going back then, things wasn't like this now. But our people, they have more love for people. You see me? Going back to the Asian time. But now, as Kanto, the scripture where it Matthew 24 and 12, so the love of many are going to wax cold. So, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So reach a high level now. Our people basically, chaos taking place amongst our people now. You know? Heavily. Go on.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And towards his wife of his bosom. Go on.
And towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave.
And towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave. So it's go back to the curse here by the father and the house. You know, the mother don't want to basically grow up the son and grow up the daughter. And grow up the daughter. And you know, the mother can't basically really, you know, control the son and the daughter. You see, because really and truly, the role they're supposed to play, the father is supposed to basically be the head of the house according to the scripture. So this is the problem that we cause right now amongst our nation here. Because so-called white man come with this whole feminist thing and to destroy the woman of our nation. But the good part about it, you know, we're in a time now when the Lord Yahushai going to basically fix all that. You see, because according to the scripture, you know, you're going to get delivered. You have a scripture in I think in Timothy say, she shall be saved in childbearing. She continued the faith of the poor in the scripture. See, a certain woman will get delivered out of this coming destruction, you know, but majority of them going to get put to death here. You see, man, the one who basically get put to death on this side, they're going to go born back in the kingdom, they're them right mind. Alright, brother? Yeah.
This is an article from the Star, Jamaica Star.
Done?
It says 20-year-old and I have slept with 100 men.
Done. This is for the stars and Jamaican stars. This is what it basically take place out in Jamaica, which does not take place right across the world amongst our nation. Even amongst this hidden nation, because Esau wine push out through the four corners of the earth. According to the scripture, say what people say, he make the nation and drunk after wine. But really and truly, we really care about these hidden nation. We care about our people, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You know? And Israelite foreigners are basically scattered amongst all these hidden nations also. Because we scattered amongst all these hidden nations. See how our people look like this hidden nation when they basically scattered amongst. Go on, brother?
Lord said, go and show my people their wickedness, their sinful deeds. It says, again it says, 20-year-old and have slept with 100 men.
20-year-old and slept with 100 men.
Wayward woman wants to change lifestyle. See? If she is 20 and slept with 100 men, the young way she can change her lifestyle is to hey, go back to the Heavenly Father, man.
Go back to this truth.
Come back to this truth. At 20 years old, Jane Miller says her life has not been easy, and after having sex with more than 100 men, she is ready to change and be a better person. He says, Miller said that after struggling for almost 3 years, she saw an advertisement in the newspaper about a job opening and decided to call. She said that she was asked to come in for an interview, and that is when she found out that message was not the only thing she would be required to do.
Because you know what happened. Even I'm out in Jamaica amongst these business places, in order to get a job, the boss or the supervisor basically sleep with the woman them first. I sleep with them and give them posts, I put them in a higher position. You see, total wickedness amongst our people.
She's right. What? And basically, a lot of these women search a job, and when them see certain things come up, them quick to run to it. Them not take a lot of these women don't take advice, man. And them not have nobody in them, as you said, the father, not in the home. Because as the scripture says, you're supposed to keep a watch over a prudent. See? The scripture says a father needs to keep a watch over the daughter, man. See? Because in this case, if she have that right guideline around her, she don't try to advise or go to somebody, see? Or consult with somebody, and then them give her some right instruction on what to do.
Consult with somebody, right somebody too. You can ask for advice from on the wrong somebody too. Right? Brother?
So this is Ecclesiasticus 42 and verse 9.
Right?
So the father waketh for the daughter when no man know it.
That's what the scripture says. The father waketh for the daughter when no man know it. Go on.
And the care for her take it away sleep.
And the care for her take it away sleep. So the father play a very important role in the daughter's life. Like what the society push now. It's independent. Like what so-called black woman, like the woman now, so-called black woman and say they don't need a man. So this is what the scripture tell you right here. The father waketh for the daughter when no man know it. Go on.
He's independent and live a KFC and the laundromat. He can clean a good house.
Go on.
Alright. So it's so when she is young, least she pass away the flooring of her age.
Least she pass away the flower of her age. Go on.
And being married, least she should be hated.
Least she should be hated. So by right, the father one is supposed to look over her daughter. Supposed to watch his daughter, especially when she basically in that time of puberty. The father is supposed to watch over his daughter. Even in the society today that get demonized A father watching daughter in the society, they basically mock you and jeer, say I watch your daughter, and then let a man feel get offended by it.
For example, T.I. when T.I. bring his daughter to see the gynecologist to see if she's still a virgin. The amount of backlash that T.I. get.
Show the mindset of this world. No? Go in the opposite way, from what is right.
And basically when scriptures them call good evil and evil good.
Exactly, that's scripture, right?
But the thing is, blast it for everybody can, you should keep it for the don't know, but nevertheless. So, and being married, least she should be hated.
Least should be hated, go on.
Right. In her virginity, least she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
And got with child in her father's house. And what happened now, a lot of these young girls now, them get pregnant in their mother's house too. Because a lot of the houses now, family, your father really did it. And the mother the one basically take control, and if I tell them get pregnant, and they know what the father. Even a lot of I believe I see an article shows much percent of so-called Jamaicans, which are mainly from the tribe of Benjamin, a lot of them get the wrong father. Because
70% paternity fraud. High in Jamaica.
High in Jamaica, man.
So a lot of man get wrong pitney.
You remember the article we do with the man get 6 pit with the woman and find out 5 of them are female.
So Jamaica more to that you give the woman out in Jamaica. Benjamin to man, you know, if you give man jacket. That's the term they use. What?
So at least she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
Gone.
And having an husband.
And having an husband, gone.
At least she should misbehave herself.
Gone.
And when she's married, at least she should be barren.
Gone.
Right? So keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
So this is what the scripture says right here. You're supposed to keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. And majority of the young girls in today, they're not ashamed.
Exactly.
Just look how them dress. You see, because I want to push. You know? So the scripture says you're supposed to keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
More time we talk, them say how we hate woman and how we hate woman, but woman going out there and devaluating themselves, because if you go around and sexing so much men, you're devaluating yourself. Because your duty on the earth is to have one man and be pure. Right, you want to go 100 man, that's madness.
Yeah, I used to the one that basically push out, you know, give them freedom to do what they want to do. You see, the scripture tell them. So father is supposed to, you know, watch over his daughter.
The scripture says train up a child
in the right way, or you should go. And when he's old, he will not depart from it. Exactly.
Right, so it's keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. At least she should make thee a laughing stock to thine enemy.
And that's what happened right now. You see, the woman of our nation now, starting from the so-called black woman right now to the so-called Mexican woman, become a laughing stock. And to all these hidden nations. I laugh about how women of our nation to them behave right now. It's especially on social media, things that they basically do. So they become a laughing stock onto the hidden nations right now.
Example, bro, you remember what year when the Black Lives Matter thing did
God,
high up and the female they come out and
twerking in Black Lives.
When the white police officers ball out, say, yo, that's why nobody know. You know?
Remind me of scripture in Lamentation, I say, they wag their heads.
And the daughters as
so is this the city of perfection? See, because it was once the city of perfection. As the scripture going in Ecclesiasticus, it say what? It's scripture where I read right now. It'll tell you how it used to be, man. That's why it say at least you make the laughing stock, because if that happened in a man's house, right, a righteous man, and that happened in a house, he would be a laughing stock to all them enemies, right, because he was seen as a man who can't rule him house. So it was something where they looked at very, you know what I mean, disgraceful back in that time. Yeah.
But now in this society now, you don't look that way. Because we live in a backward society. You see, people say in Romans 15:4 say, whatsoever thing was written aforetime was written for our learning. What?
This is Lamentation 2 verse 15.
What?
All that pass by clap their hands at thee.
Clap their hands at thee. Clap their hands at who? So-called niggers, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Go on.
Say, they hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth.
The joy of the whole earth. And what scripture say? We are salt of the earth. So these nations now look down upon us. How they have at one point in time, you know, in slavery. Right. Because all them they have basically in slavery or tributary unto us. No, them over us now and look down upon us as nothing, yo.
This is the nation where the woman usually smells sweet and in a long garment and them thing there. Yo, all the women them skirt no pass them waist here and them smell it.
The scripture about to Judith back in the Apocrypha. As a woman where, you know, when you walk through the El Furnace camp, I mean all of the men them stop and stare, man. So that was why scripture may say the woman that is tender and delicate among you.
Even Esther did have to do some soaking in a cinnamon here.
Exactly.
How much a woman them do that now?
It's backward.
Right. If you tell your woman do that in these days, then laugh off of you.
Scripture says into that sweet smell, they
should be
stink, man.
It's a well set to your balling. So it's verse 11 back in Ecclesiasticus 42 verse 11 says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. This is the father is supposed to do. The role the father is supposed to play. He's supposed to keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. Go on.
Right. Lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies.
Go on.
And a byword, and make thee ashamed before the multitude.
They are shame before the multitude. They know Jake loves, they know Jake's there already. They love to criticize. So what kind of family that? Look at a young little girl, a big belly and don't know why father. A big belly and nobody. You know Jake loves criticize already.
Fall back on the father and him carelessness.
But no, but as we say, majority of the father in the house. You see, so the mother that come up and, you know?
Single parenting.
And single parenting. And that's the reason why you have a nation like this here. Because the father, majority of the father right now basically in the house. So that a young youth growing up now in this society without a father. So them turn to a gunman or a bridge basically tell him about, you know, the done there. So then they have money and then they can line up something for him. You see me? And these things. So
bigger to it. Every little man on the funny corner now a robot and big.
What?
Back to the article, it says, when I went to the interview, they told me that I would have to sleep with men, and I said no, it was not something I was used to or even thought of doing like that. But after a while, and the pressure reached me, I called them back and started to work, she said.
Say pressure.
Pressure reach
yeah, we know say things are hard in this society, you know, and not really are going. So a lot of people turn to certain things. Even basically the police force now. A lot of girls, a lot of women now are going into the police force if I'm out in Jamaica. Because the job not really there. I know, so they always, they not tell us that they don't want nobody to turn the police because they want it, because the chaos or the crime rate out in Jamaica are very high. So they keep on, you know, taking in more soldiers and more police.
You can say this, one of the reasons why a lot of these things are going is through disobedience of these women, as you mentioned, the feminist movement, because they don't want to subject themselves on a man. You know what I mean? So that for them, you know what I mean, through disobedience, you know what I mean, and the man with us say, yo, I can't take it no more, man. You know what I mean, and them left alone to fend for themselves.
Right, man.
And this whole thing, the agenda, this whole they call it feminist agenda, are really a strength of them. You're a single woman, be proud to be independent and
be
so
who
on and
you
so
want
forth.
to be.
Live your life what you want.
Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but the Lord gonna fix that soon, man. Because we don't have time.
Scripture. Isaiah 3:16 right there.
Isaiah 29 verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
What?
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not.
Because so-called white man turn everything upside down now. Now everything going the opposite way. And this is the right way. So I say supposed to ask for the whole part, where is the good way and what here in you?
Walk on the darkness. The whole foundation of the earth is out of course, man.
What?
It's a kingdom going down. No, it says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
What?
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the things framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. Say, is it not yet a very... No, it's not.
This is Isaiah 3 verse 16. It says, moreover, saith the Lord, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks.
Because when the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk forth with a stretched forth neck. You know, let's go to the road and look. Especially when we come from Bang. All them basically walk up on the street here. Stretched forth neck, you know, proud.
Our mincing.
That's like what the scripture says. Go in the street and look. See when they behave like what the scripture says. Especially so-called black woman. Go on.
Say, and wanton eyes, walking and...
Wanton eyes and discipline. Can I bring out the word wanton, brother, from the Mirror Webster? wanton. String out married wanton.
WANTON.
This is wanton from Merriam-Webster.
What?
It say, have no just foundation or provocation. It say, being without check or limitation.
Being without what? Check or limitation because them free to do what they want to do. See, that's the problem. Skipper say, you're not supposed to give a woman liberty, over much liberty because if you do she can abuse herself here. You can bring out other scripture too.
Ecclesiasticus 25. 25 and 25.
What?
This is
No. On 25, 25? No.
On 25, 25.
What?
This is Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 25 says, give the water no passage,
Gone.
neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad.
Gone.
If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her half from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
Gone. Exactly.
Say, luxuriantly wrong. You say, causing sexual excitement.
Gone. With them dress. Come out of them dress. Gone.
Woman just not the modest apparel no more. Woman is nowadays the more of this. Have something way up here, so them can't even bend. Them bend. Yeah, see.
One of the definition them archaic, hard to control, undisciplined, unruly.
Hard to control.
Finish?
That's the so-called black woman by your man.
Back to the scripture now, brother.
They say, moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes,
Undisciplined.
Right? Can't chat
walking and mincing as they go,
Walking and minces as they go. Proud. Gone.
and making a tinkling with their feet.
Making all of them dirty step. Gone.
Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Gone. So the reason why the so-called black woman, majority of the so-called black woman right now have a year upon them head because you all go back to the curse of the Heavenly Father. So that's the curse of the Heavenly Father put up on so-called black woman. Them can't go the year.
Hey, let me go the ear and cut it off. I'm piercing in week.
Yeah.
Piercing in week, man. Just look like the so-called white man.
And the Lord will discover their secret parts.
Gone. Secret part, Huh?
Right, man. She explained she worked at the establishment for 2 weeks in the first quarter of last year. That was about December 20. Yeah, that's talking about in 2017, last year. And this article was from 2018. And then for another 2 weeks in December, Miller said that she has been struggling for most of her life to find food to eat. She said this lack of financial stability led her in a direction she was not comfortable with.